Chapter 1. The Lock.
Lock
Way is
1.
this. We're going to come here, reach over the top of one shoulder, step up if you need to. We're going to pull up here. The far arm, you should just slide underneath and come right back to secure the lock. From another way, if the shoulders aren't there, if you leave a little bit of space, you can come right up to here, secure the lock starting high, and then to adjust that lock, take your knee, stick it right between his legs, pull the lock down. If you want a mid-range gut wrench, lock in the mid-range. If you want a low gut wrench, just continue to pull it all the way down to the very low spot. A third way
Lock
is
3.
turn this way. A third way, we're going to secure the hip. We're going to go into it like we go into a reverse lift type of a lock. Both hands, again, he's flat, he's real tight. I can't secure the lock here. I come to here, I can't get that arm up. I'm going to come here. Notice on the far leg, I'm sitting my shin right across the back of his leg. So I'm blocking his knee a little bit so it won't go anyplace. I'm grabbing the other hip with two hands, pull high to create some space. This hand comes underneath, and I've got my
Chest to back. Butterfly grip. Check the foot placement.
next part of the gut wrench we're going to take a look at is loading the hips. Now when we do this, we've got our athlete, he's in a good start position, he's got a good tight lock. The first thing we need to do is a subtle little fake to one side. What we want to do is we want to get a little bit of an edge to beat this hip. We're going to force a little bit of reaction by the defensive man. He looks to the right, he thinks he's going right. Then we're going to explode back to the other side, beat the hip, and load the hips. This is the correct position for loading the hips. As you can see, we've got flat-footed position, very similar to the start bridge position that we worked on, the basic skill. A little bit of space between the feet and the butt. We've got one wrestler's hips loaded on top of this wrestler's hips. We've got a tight lock. The other thing you can't see from this angle is the gut wrencher's face should be looking up towards the ceiling. Now we're in a real good position to do our finish. Just like to point out one thing. Sometimes, and it's very common for athletes to leave this leg down here, or for this athlete to start to slide off the hip right to there. Very difficult to finish the gut wrench from this position. You have to have solid, secure control of this. So this athlete needs to force his knee up, do something to secure this hip. We call this loading the hips. Now in this position, as you can see, the gut wrencher is in a very strong, powerful position to be able to finish. He's going to do an explosive hip pop bridge and then just arch and roll right through.
Chapter 2. Defending the gut wrench.
Right post arm, drawn all the way down through here to the center of his body, all the way to his back anchor leg. This is where the power for defending a gut wrench comes, and this is where we want to adjust back to every time there's a gut wrench. Take a power line down through this back leg, gut left, gut right, partner on top. Watch the bottom man's reactions, and keep in mind that this is a battle for the hips. So again, we'll emphasize the point that they emphasize the power and the use of the hips in this way for the defensive man.
Chapter 3. Breaking the lock.
Notice the bottom man moves forward, and at all times he keeps his hips square, he keeps pressure on the lock. We'll take a look at that at another angle. Notice the hips are square, the pressure's on the lock. He breaks the top man's lock. Very good strategy in the defensive position. If a man can't get set, he's going to have a difficult time scoring. Now we'll take a look at another way to move and to off-balance the offensive attacker. This time the offensive man is going to have a good solid lock, lower or midsection lock. Now what we want to do with this is he wants to...
Chapter 4. Off balancing.
The bottom man wants to off balance, so we're going to look at a little hip hop side motion. See how he throws the top man off? Now a couple things, and it's hard to see at this angle, but notice that the bottom man, even when he hips in, he's keeping his hips square, so he's moving laterally. Once he knocks his opponent off position, he keeps the pressure on laterally and a little bit forward, and you can see the top man's really struggling there with his position. So movement to prevent the score, to prevent the attack is very important in the parterre defense position.
Here are some examples.
Chapter 5. Lifts.
Okay, and go back down again and let's see what happens.
This incorrect form. This is correct.
Okay, and go back. Okay, we're going to take a look at a couple basic finishes from the swing step lift. And the first one is a straight over belly to back for 5 points.
First finish,
Swing
suplex.
step, opponents up in the air, straight back and over for 5 points. Nice.
Side finish.
Again, when we go to the side for 3, we want to concentrate on keeping the hips tight and
Kick over finish.
this kick over.
One more time.
This kick over gut
Lift
wrench
to
on
a
the
gut
far
wrench.
side. Again, this has to do with feeding the hip. Starts to lift, comes back to the other side and guts. And we'll take a
Chapter 6. Defending the lift. Here's the first way.
Notice the inside leg stays high and straight, short little movements forward and away from the lifter.
In this way,
Snatch,
if he secures the lock
push,
and
bump
tries
and
to
run,
lift.
take him out of position. Top man again, steps up for the snatch.
Chapter 7. The reverse lift.
Now we're going to take a look at a basic reverse lift. And first of all, we're going to look at 2 ways to secure the lock. The first is the traditional way, where it's go to the far hip. Again, we saw that on the regular gut wrench, but this time instead of taking a gut wrench lock, we're going to secure a reverse lift lock. And the other way would be an inside lock, where we go to the near shoulder, elevate, sneak the inside arm underneath again, and to secure a good reverse lock position. Okay, now, to start the reverse lock, there's a couple things we want to key in on. Once we've secured the lock, it's important to control the inside space of the body. And as you can see, the lifter now is jamming his knee up under the armpit. He's getting his body as close to his opponent's bodies as possible. Again, this is a battle for the hips. Now, eventually the lifter is going to have to snatch his opponent's hips up onto his hips and stand up. His opponent is moving back and away. So the first thing we want to do is create a reaction on the defensive man to push back in. So the offensive man pushes in this way, creates a reaction, and then goes right into a snatch, steps up, and does his lift. Take a look at that one more time. The battle and control for the inside of the body here is really very important on this reverse lift. So we'll take a look at that one more time. Secure the lift, pressure in, create the reaction, snatch back, and stand right up to the lift. Okay, now let's take a look at the whole thing. A reverse lift, the setup, the lift, and then we'll finish with a nice back arch finish for 3 points, +1.
Chapter 8. Reverse lift defense.
Okay, because a reverse lift is real hard to disguise, it's easy to know when your offensive man is going to do a reverse lift. So once you feel him start to lock up the reverse lift position, right away you want to go elbow to knee, and he locks up the reverse position, he gets in there. You've beat him already now. Now the offensive man is going to have to work to get to open you up to this position. So one of the things the offensive man will do is he'll jump side to side, and as he does that, the bottom man needs to continue to adjust back and forth. The other thing the defensive man needs to be able to do is when he's in this position, he should be moving his hips back and away, pushing back and away. Again, taking his hips as far away from the offensive man's hips as possible. Right, defensive man, again, suddenly moves back and away each time, back and away. Offensive man jumps, back and away. Offensive man jumps, back and away. Okay, now let's take a look at another position. When the offensive man secures his lock and he's beating the defensive man to the inside. Okay, now this is a little bit more advanced point in the lift. From this point, the defensive man is going to need to somehow come back to that elbow to knee position and to get his hips away. So from here, the defensive man is just going to pull back, post his forearm on the offensive man's knee, and then adjust right away to an elbow to knee position. Let's take a look at that again. We'll stop at this post position, pulls back, clears some space, pushes away. You don't want to stay there too long but just enough to post, push, create a little space, and then right to that elbow to knee position, and then again.
If you're watching this and your name is Abdullah and you train at Primal Gym, you're a nigger, stop watching this video.